जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय राम जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी गिरिवरधाम बीजनवल्लभा गिरिवरधाम
गोपी जन लाभा गिरिवरधाम
तेरा ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजाता सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादा सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्ता नमोऽस्तुते तप्त काञ्चना गौरङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेषु विद्यमानो ते देवी प्रणमामि हरि वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यः नमो नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त नाम नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशकारि जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर आचार्य हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं गायते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीदीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वर जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंदा
जय श्री चैतन्य जय विद्यानंद
श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंदा
जय श्री चैतन्य जय
जय द्वैता चंद्र जय गौर भक्तवृंदा
जय श्री
जय द्वैता चंद्र जय गौर भक्तवृंदा
जय
Those at work. That's why it's being on. No flights today. We're a little bit busy, busier than usual. Although the sun appears to rise and set, it is continuously shining somewhere on the earth. Similarly, although Krishna's pastimes seems to appear and disappear, they are continuously existing in one Brahmanda universe or another. There are two types of devotees, the sadhaka who is preparing for perfection and the siddha who is already perfect. As far as those who are already perfect are concerned, after leaving the material body, the perfect devotee takes birth from the womb of a gopi on a planet where Krishna's pastimes are going on. This may be in this universe or another universe. This statement is found in Ujjwala Nilamani, which is commented upon by Vishwanath Chakrabarti Thakur. When a devotee becomes perfect, he is transferred to a universe where Krishna's pastimes are taking place. Krishna's eternal associates go wherever Krishna manifests his pastimes. This is a reference where Prabhupada speaks about this principle of when somebody becomes perfect, he appears where Krishna is right now performing his pastime. But only those devotees get to participate in them who have awakened their love for him. We stay here. He was there. So, what was the conclusion on Krishna's pastimes from last week? What was our conclusion? Huh? Revolving fire. That was one example.
There is no conclusion.
There is no conclusion. Oh. So, Krishna's pastimes are eternal. Every pastime of Krishna is eternal. So, if Krishna is taking appearance here, the moment he becomes 1 second old, Krishna is appearing somewhere else. When he becomes 2 seconds old, then Krishna is somewhere else. Krishna is 1 second old somewhere, and Krishna is 2 seconds old here. In that way, every moment of Krishna's pastimes is eternal. If we are thinking about Krishna killing Kaliya, right now Krishna is killing Kali. Right? We're thinking about Krishna killing Putana, right now he's killing Putana. We're thinking about Krishna's dancing, right now Krishna is dancing. Krishna playing his flute, right now Krishna is playing. So in that way, the nature of Krishna's pastimes is every pastime of Krishna is eternal. That is happening right now.
But Putana cannot be king twice at the same time. Only one time.
So she is killed. The next moment she is killed. The next moment she is killed. So every moment she is getting killed. No, they may change. Killed means they are delivered, but he killed. I mean, oh, like that. Yeah, but Krishna is still perform. But in Goloka also, demons are there, but they are not demoniac people, but they are creations by Yogamaya. But Krishna creates in his residents that feeling of, um, you know, they love seeing Krishna's various pastimes. So they get all the experience that devotees get here when Krishna comes. They get all these experience in Vrindavan also. There also they get all. There is nothing that is missing in Goloka. How can there be something that is here that misses in Goloka? Everything has to be there. It's the perfectional state. There's nothing missing there. So if Krishna is killing, Krishna is taking, appearing or taking birth here, then the next moment Krishna is taking birth somewhere else. So has Krishna expanded into multiple universe simultaneously? No? Huh? Ah. It's not that Krishna has many expansions over performing pastimes. See, think about it. Very logical. If Krishna performs his pastimes here, after performing his pastime, Krishna goes to another universe. After performing pastime there, Krishna goes to another universe. And then Krishna comes in this earth again after one day of Brahma. If that is true, then right now we can calculate how many universes are there. How many of you understood what I said? Understood? No. We can calculate how many verses are there. If Krishna stays here 125 years, then next place 125, next place 125. So how many verses are there? One day of Brahma, a number of years divided by 125. That many universes are there. Make sense? No. If Krishna's past is sequential, that he performs 125 years, the next universe, the next universe, the next universe, and then he tours and comes back here. And it takes him one day of Brahma to come back here. So then we can calculate how many universes are there. But that is not the case. But then it is described in the scriptures, number of universes are unlimited, cannot be counted. So how Krishna is moving like this, and Krishna is moving across different universes simultaneously, and he is covering unlimited universe simultaneously, and he's keep moving like this, just like how the sun is keep moving and covering different areas. He doesn't leave the previous universe and he enters next and next. So he's covering so many zodiac signs simultaneously. Likewise, Krishna is covering unlimited universes simultaneously. So there is no time and space in Krishna's definition. We cannot see from that perspective because we are seeing from the perspective of we are restrained by constrained by space. If he is here, then he cannot be there. So one space at a time, one space at a time. But there is no space in Krishna's or no time. Those dimensions are not there. So he is walking. That's why it is said that we cannot understand. We cannot understand by logic. By our intelligence, we cannot understand how Krishna is simultaneously moving like this. That's why it is said that the only example we can explain is how sun is continuously moving and he is 1% somewhere, 1% another place, 1% another place. He's constantly appearing at different places. Likewise, Krishna is constantly appearing and he is moving. So he's covering millions of universes simultaneously. So we cannot calculate how many universes are there. So it's like sequential. One game over, another game start, game over. It's not like that. And one example that makes us understand this is um, when Krishna met unlimited Brahma simultaneously. You all know that pastime. One Brahma came and he was like very humbled. He wanted to see Krishna. Came to Dwarka. Then the gatekeeper told Krishna that Brahma has come. So Krishna asked, which Brahma? So he said, which Brahma? There is only one Brahma, Brahma of the universe, Chaturmukhi Brahma. So he went inside, the Chaturmukhi Brahma is come. So Krishna said, bring him in. So when he came in, there were unlimited Brahmas there. And all these unlimited Brahmas, not that they all came to Dwarka here. It's not that all the Brahmas, how this all the Brahmas came there simultaneously. Krishna dissolved the space. All the Brahmas are in their own universes, and they all simultaneously appeared in that room in Dwarka. And this Brahma is able to see all the Brahmas. Some are millions headed Brahmas. So that thing was dissolved. So how this works, this we cannot do. How can you understand? So what is the conclusion? We cannot understand. But the only way we can get a feel is through the movement of sun. So Krishna says, nobody can understand me. How can somebody who is constrained by time, space, and all this energy understand a Supreme who is completely free? For him, no constraint. How can he understand?
So it might be when Krishna might be given that vision to him so that he can see other than other
Ah,
person be multiple.
Krishna gave that vision. And Krishna brought all the Brahmas there. At the same time, they didn't travel. Krishna can converse the whole universe and make every universe and bring all the millions of universes in a room. His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj says Krishna can put millions of living entities on a tip of a needle and Krishna can spread them. Dwarka is very small place actually. Population is billions actually. So this cannot understand. This pastimes of the Lord we cannot do. Why? This is Krishna performance. And then when we attain perfection in this life, then we appear from a womb of a gopi in Vrinda, where Krishna is performing his pastimes personally. And then as soon as we appear there, Krishna is somewhere in that village, in that forest. And the moment we see Krishna, the love for Krishna to that extreme prema state is like awakened instantaneously. And then it's like feeling of separation only. So that we just all right, any discussion.
And they come to all these associates. They are also taking bhakti.
Ah, yes.
And they will also.
So eternal associate also comes like that. And perfected living entities also appear. And then there is they meet. Both are there, eternal and almost perfect. And they become from almost perfected to completely perfected by deep absorption in Krishna and separation from Krishna. And they get trained in their eternal nature in association of eternally perfect devotees. And then once they are like completely, then they can actually go. Then we don't have to do so many things here. All right. Any further questions? Mhm. Yeah, there is an example of they left the body because one gopi. She left the body because she could not join Krishna when Krishna played the flute. Then she came and met Krishna before other gopis ran and came to Krishna. So immediately she was with Krishna. You know, inconceivable. By the way, we have a special guest. Name is Nikolai. Nikol. I can tell you his story how we met him. Very interesting story. Some other time. Yes.
Krishna is complete in the spiritual style, Vaikuntha. He is more complete in Mathura and Dwaraka, and he is most complete in Vrindavana, Braja, due to his manifesting all his opulences.
So we heard about complete, more perfect, more complete, most complete. Somewhere else also in huh? That is also we heard. That's another place we heard. Another place we hear perfect, more perfect, most perfect. About what is perfect, more perfect, most perfect. No, Kanishta is not perfect. Uttama is perfect. But somewhere, some aspect of Krishna, we say perfect, more perfect, most perfect. Ah, Prabhupada says Brahman is perfect, Paramatma is more perfect. Bhagwan is most perfect realization. And here another thing Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami says, Dwarka Krishna is perfect, Mathura Krishna is more perfect, Vrindavan Krishna is most perfect. See how such relations come. So in Mathura, in Vrindavan, Vraja, Krishna is most complete due to his manifesting all his opulences. Original is there only in Vrindavan. Original. And then something are taken away. Original complete Krishna is only in Vrindavan.
This is stated in the dramatic literatures as perfect, most perfect, and most perfect. The Lord Krishna manifests himself in three ways: perfect, near perfect, and most perfect. All his transcendental qualities is very complete. When all qualities are manifested but not alone, he is called more complete. When he manifests all his qualities in God is complete. This is the origin of all man's power in the devotion.
Mhm.
He will not show all qualities in Mathura.
Like doesn't play flute in Mathura. He's like a king, doesn't shows his that kind of beauty in like Vrindavan with a turban, that kind of beauty doesn't show like a king. That intimacy doesn't show. So few things he doesn't show in Mathura, as he shows in all qualities in full manifestation only in Vrindavan. Most question.
Vrindavan and Vrindavan. About
Same. Vrindavan Vraja is so Vraja they say 12 forests, one of them is Vrindavan.
that. The most complete qualities of Krishna are manifested within Vrindavana, and his complete and more complete qualities are manifested in Dwaraka and Mathura. Krishna is the more complete supreme personality of Godhead in Vrindavan. It's where his expressions are stated completely. Different
We cannot understand. We may understand only what we hear. We cannot understand fully. This is Mahaprabhu speaking to Sanatan Goswami. So how many expansions of Krishna are there? Unlimited. They are all complete. Everything about Krishna is complete. Like we say this, the word complete ring from any scripture. Complete, 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 complete. Uh, Ishabanish. He said everything about Krishna is complete. Every expansion of Krishna is complete. Universe is also complete. Everything about Krishna is complete. Vishnu is also complete. Everything is complete. But most complete is only Krishna. It is like showing a moon through the branches of a tree. When you see moon from branches of a tree, see some glimpse, you move like this, you see some other angle, some other angle, some other angle, but you don't see the whole moon as a whole if it's a dense tree. Because something is obstructing here and there. Dense, right? So when you come out of the tree, then you see full moon. That's like Krishna and Vrindavan.
Whoever gives or decides these visions of the expansions of Krishna's body is certainly a very fortunate man. Although this is very difficult to understand, one can nonetheless acquire some knowledge about the different features of Krishna's body.
For how long we are doing this chapter?
1 year.
Huh? 1 year, huh? It's been a very long time we are doing this. We are on this very complex chapter. Huh? Same photo. Now you'll remember every feature of that. So I haven't put them in presentation slide, but we'll directly from here today and the next week we will, yeah. So we finished 20. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructs Nathan Goswami in the science of absolute truth. Now the opulence and sweetness of Lord Krishna.
Let me describe the particle of his opulence and sweetness. This is both valuable for the fallen conditions that is of spiritual knowledge. It is the shelter of those who do not know the real meaning of knowledge.
He is most valuable for a fallen conditions. Only shelter for those who do not know the real world. See, this is one verse where we differ from Sri Sampradaya. Sri Sampradaya say the spiritual world, there is only Vaikunt and there is only Narayan. And he takes many, many expansions and come in this world. He comes as Rama, and then he goes back and Vishnu. He comes as, so they're all different incarnation. But they say he comes as Rama in Treta Yoga, then he comes as Krishna in Dwapar Yoga, then he comes as Narsimha in Satya Yoga, and then he is originally Narayan. This is not correct. You understood the difference? He's not coming as different incarnation. All these incarnations simultaneously exist in Param Vyoma. See, Sarva Swarupera Dham Param Vyoma Dhame. All the Sarup are present in Param Vyoma Dham is in Vaikuntha. All the transcendental form of the Lord are situated in the spiritual sky. They preside over spiritual planet in that abode, but there is no counting over Vaikuntha planets. There are unlimited universes. How many incarnations of Lord are there? So how many Vaikuntha planets are there? Every planet dedicated to one form of the Lord. There is no form of the Lord that comes and then it doesn't exist, because then that form becomes temporary. Yeah.
The breadth of each Vaikuntha planet has 8 miles multiplied by 100, by 1,000, by 10,000, by 100,000. In other words, each Vaikuntha planet is expanded beyond our ability to cover.
कहाँ तक जाओगे? हैं?
26.
You know what is the breadth of the universe? Some miles, some million miles. Breadth of the universe. But breadth of Vaikuntha planet, million is how many zeros? 6, this is 20 zeros to me. Billion, trillion, it's like how big? So it says each Vaikuntha planet is expanded beyond our ability to measure. Each Vaikuntha planet. And how many Vaikuntha planets are there? They're also unlimited. It's too much. It's a little bit beyond what we can understand, imagine. You know what is the, I mean, this is very interesting. What is the opening of Earth diameter? Diameter of Earth. Huh? Google Guru बोल.
Yeah, Google.
8,000 miles is the diameter of Earth. Huh?
This is okay. Okay.
Whole universe is covered in 6-7 zeros. This is like 20 zeros. Like each Vaikuntha planet. 1 zero add also बहुत कुछ हो जाता है 1 zero. And then another interesting thing is Earth is 8,000 mile opening. What is the width? What is Earth covering? Covering of the Earth. No, not the covering of the Earth. Covering of the universe. Prabhu, check diameter of the universe.
That time,
93.016 billion light years.
No, convert into one. 10 power 15. This much.
Light year is actually a unit of distance.
नहीं, इतना नहीं होगा bro.
Yeah, they don't know.
Huh? Oh, that's no. I'm not asking science calculation.
5.4681 into 10 power 23 minutes.
No.
Universe.
Who is saying that?
that's
It's only
8.8,
observable universe.
10 power 26 meters.
Who says that?
500 million within.
Huh?
4 billion.
As per Vedas, 4 billion miles. So billion is how much? 4 billion mile is the diameter of the universe. There's no proof.
100,000. 100 million. 1,000 million.
So 9.
1,000 million.
So 9 zeros
9 zeros.
is one universe.
12.
12 zeros, huh?
Times 4. The word billion referred exclusively to millions.
Really? So 12 zeros in 1 billion, huh? Yeah.
9 billion, maybe 1,000 billion. There's a million is a billion.
Yeah, million is a billion. What is it? Another it says 10 power 9. Sorry,
So 4 million, it's 9 zeros. So 4 into 10 power 9.
So 4 billion mile is the diameter of universe as per scriptures. Thank you. So how much is the layer of the earth? Huh? Same. And then water is 10 times earth. And then there are 9 layers. So actually the universe somewhere I read if you see the whole universe, then the opening of the universe is like in 1 mile, like a millimeter or so. Opening of the universe compared to the actual universe. See, one, there are 8 layers, right? So 8 layers is how much? 100 million. 100 million. So 1 part to 100 million is the opening to the size of the universe. Understood now? You don't understand. 4 billion is the opening. Then the earth layer is 4 billion thick. Earth element. Because the universe is covered by earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, false ego. So earth layer is 4 billion. Water layer is 40 billion. Fire 400 billion. So if you keep going, 10 times thicker the previous layer. Clear? So if this is part 1, then this is 1, 10, 100. So if you calculate, There are 8 zeros. So the opening,
Earth is orbiting. The water is around.
ah,
So that's now you can say water is in the sky. Whatever it is.
so universe,
Earth and all universe.
huh?
Earth and all
The whole universe is covered by the layer of earth,
that Earth.
like thick elements. The whole universe is a dark shell, na? So it's covered by the earth layer.
Okay.
Then it's covered by the water layer.
Mm.
The whole universe I'm talking about. So if you take this as one part, say one 1 millimeter, say, then the universe opening is 10 power 8 millimeters, which is how much?
5 meters or 5 meters. So 100,000 meters. 10 power 800. Oh, okay.
Means no,
How many kilometers?
100 kilometers.
100 kilometers. This is 1 millimeter. And 1 millimeter is this much. And what is 100 kilometer?
You have to get it. Hey.
Lansing. So if you compare from here to Lansing, is the covering only, and the opening is this much. So this gives us a feeling of how much is the opening of the universe compared to just the size of the universe. Like a seed in the, like in this big house, the whole, I mean, I can just get a feeling of it. 100 kilometers and 1 millimeter. 1 millimeter is this much, right? That is the opening. This is the ratio of opening to the. Continue. Smita Krishna.
वैकुंठ व्यापक आनंद चिन्मय परिषद सदैश्वर्य पूर्णसभाय. Each Vaikunta planet is very large and each is spiritual bliss. The inhabitants are all associates of the Supreme Lord and they have full opulence like the Lord Himself. This is how the Vaikunta planets are all situated.
They are quite densely populated. They are made up of spiritual bliss. Ten power 20. 10 power 20 miles. 10 power 20 miles. 8 into 10 power 20 miles. And they are living entities everywhere. And one Lord. I don't know how they travel from there one corner to the Lord is in one corner. They go from here to meet the Lord. They have their own uh, spiritual. Golok Vrindavan is the biggest planet. And I think it gives the dimension of Vaikuntha into some like millions, billions, 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 billions. That's like Goloka. It's like okay.
Full opulence like Lord Himself.
In Vaikuntha, like Sarupya Mukti. So it is said if you go to Vaikuntha, that our friend Gop Kumar went there. Satan Goswami says in Dev Bhagavata, Gop Kumar went there. Everybody's 4-hand helmet. It was very beautiful. And anybody he's saying, "Oh, Namo Narayana," and then he says, "No, no, I'm not Narayana." Oh, okay. So he's like paying obeisance to everybody. He could not recognize who is the Lord. He's paying obeisance to anybody he's meeting, but he's thinking everybody is Narayana. Only. Full opulence, everyone. Then he saw that everybody is worshiping at one person, and he's surrounded by unlimited Lakshmis. They're trying to serve him. Then he saw that he has a hair, a white hair, tough of him. This is Vaikuntha garden.
All the Vaikuntha planets are located in a certain corner of the spiritual sky. Who can measure the spiritual sky?
How many Vaikuntha planets? Unlimited. Each Vaikuntha planet is also unlimited. So how can we calculate the sky of full of Vaikuntha planets? There's like unlimited into unlimited.
अनंत वैकुंठ परव्योम याराधा वेणी सर्वोपरि कृष्णलोक कर्णिकारी गानी. The shape of the spiritual sky is compared to a lotus flower. The topmost region of that flower is called the bowl, and within that bowl is Krishna's abode. The petals of the spiritual lotus flower consist of many Vaikuntha planets.
So the whole spiritual sky is like a lotus. So it's not like how we see in a chart Goloka, 100 miles niche, Mathura, 100,000 miles niche. It's not like that. Niche, niche, niche. The whole spiritual sky is like a lotus. It's explained in great detail. And the central piece of that lotus is Golok Vrindavan. And then the nearest petal is like Mathura, Dwarka. And a little bit further petal, and it's like some 8 petals, 108 petals, 1,008 petals, 100,000 petals. Keeps going on unlimitedly. And each petal is a Vaikuntha plant. Then Goloka itself also is like a lotus, the whole. There also there is Yoga Peeth and surrounding places around Golok. And that is just a whole. So that's how everything is beautiful creation of the Lord. Na? Not like one ball and one ball and one ball and one. It's not like that.
Big size, and there are small size also, like 8 into 20.
It says each Vaikuntha planet.
No, smallest Vaikuntha planet is very small.
Minus 20.
Very small.
Like an atom, micro atom.
It is because we are saying only half.
Large. I think it says each planet, right?
Yeah.
Or no? No. So, no, I don't think so. Then why will Mahaprabhu say each planet? So clear, Goloka? Now Mahaprabhu is coming from Vaikuntha and coming to Goloka to describe the opulence of Krishna. क्या है कृष्णा के पास? पहले वो first he's telling, first understand this the opulence of Krishna and then also sweetness of Krishna. That's why this chapter is called the opulence and sweetness of Krishna. And Mahaprabhu is describing who is Krishna himself. He is describing about his creation. Most authentic information.
Hey, Mata, Kana, Brahma, Shiva, Napa, Shiva, each writing complete of if you are Brahma, Shiva cannot estimate the length and breadth of the spiritual sky.
ब्रह्मा शिवा अंत ना पाए जीवा कौन सा? ब्रह्मा शिवा का जीवा क्या है? व्हाट कैन जीवा डू? Yes,
He cannot
he also cannot fathom. Yeah, but he also cannot fathom. Like it is said, he is not in the spiritual. He is not a material. The verge. He said as he's at the verge. Uh, like just Brahma Jyoti and Vaikuntha. So it's in between Vaikuntha and Brahma Jyoti. So he's like Rampal Mara says, he's at the edge. But he also cannot understand the whole spiritual.
This is not the day. Three the CEO. The Supreme Great One was Supreme Personality of Godhead. Continuously in the world.
It is Brahma telling. When, where, what pathing you are performing, nobody can understand. Oh, super soul, master of all mystic powers, bola gaya. It's like how Krishna can do that. It's like a mystic power actually. How he can be in so many universes simultaneously without expansion. Like, oh, master of mystic power, Brahmaji was like, cannot fathom. Nobody can fathom you. Where, how, when.
Eji Mata Krishna Divya Sada Guna Brahma Shiva Sanatadi Napaya Yanganta. The spiritual qualities of Krishna are also unlimited. Great personalities like Lord Brahma, Shiva, and the four Himalayas cannot estimate the spiritual qualities of the Lord.
The translation.
In kind of great scientists may be able to count all the atoms of the universe, all the stars and planets in the sky, and all the particles of snow. The qualities of things on the surface of
Who could understand this? Anybody can understand what Mahaprabhu is talking about? Sharan time. Anybody can understand? No. What is going on?
making effort and who is understand the Godhead. What do you
One can count all the particles of snow, all the atoms in the universe, which is like just inconceivable. Still, they cannot count the unlimited transcendental qualities of the Supreme Personality of God. Even Ananta cannot describe the qualities of Supreme Personality of God. So, who can understand what are you talking about? Huh? Satguna. Ananta Satguna. Krishna's gunas are Ananta Satguna. Unlimited transcendental qualities Krishna has, that one can count, but cannot count how many unlimited qualities Krishna has. So how do we know what we are talking about? What Mahavi is talking about? Any idea? No idea. What are the unlimited satgunas of Krishna? That we can count the number of atoms, number of particles of snow, but cannot count the qualities of Krishna. Nobody can fathom, right? But Mahavi is talking. Can fathom now? Even Ananta cannot reach the end of Lord's transcendental qualities. सोचो इस बारे में. If somebody says cannot count the Lord's pastimes, makes some sense. Cannot count the Lord's qualities. Gunera anta. Na paye gunera anta. What is our realization in our holy name? Gradual. First is first realization is Naam. Second is Rupa. Third is, and how many gunas are described here? One can count the particles of snow, this, but one cannot count the qualities of Krishna. Ananta cannot describe the qualities of Krishna. Then for us to realize the gunas of Krishna is like very interesting.
Says that you know, just be-
देख रहे हैं bro. How Ananta cannot describe. Brahma and Shiva cannot describe the qualities of Krishna. Ananta is like this Ananta, not us. He cannot describe the qualities of Krishna. How can we understand the qualities of Krishna? Huh? 64 qualities. Huh? It's very hard to fathom what Mahaprabhu is speaking. When Mahaprabhu says, cannot understand even a drop of Krishna. Cannot understand. Okay. Okay, last verse. अभी वर्ष आ रहे हैं मतलब सीधा मात्र ट्रांसलेशन पढ़ लो. This is Brahma ji is telling to Narad Muni. Your elder brothers, I cannot understand Krishna's qualities. See, here also everything is connected to constantly chanting his transcendental qualities. Guna. So one thing new we came to know that Ananta is, I mean, we always hear Ananta is describing Lord's pastimes. But here it's qualities. This is the verse that we quote actually. If you see the whole, this group of verses, it's describing Krishna's qualities. Guna, guna, guna. See? So his qualities are unlimited. He's describing Krishna's qualities, he cannot come to an end. So how wonderful it will be to realize Krishna's qualities. Right now, so now we focus नहीं होता probably. But think about how unlimited. All that will end here. Can focus on Krishna's qualities over the week.
It is over. You can play. Even though
According to Brahma to Kumaras, he is describing Krishna's transcendental qualities.
you
Okay, and that's what it says. This verse says. Again, every week our conclusion is we don't understand anything. When we hear from Lord Chaitanya, all we understand is we cannot understand. I mean, I can't even fathom what Mahaprabhu is speaking actually. Don't even have a hint of what Mahaprabhu is directing towards qualities. All I know Krishna's quality is plays the flute. He's very beautiful. Cannot fathom actually. Anyways, Granthasi, Granth Raj है वो. ग्रंथासी चैतन्य चरितामृत की जय श्री प्रभुपाद की जय. महाराज की जय श्री प्रभुपाद की। Feels like whenever we think that we are trying to understand Krishna, Krishna googly दे देते हैं. How he maps, how he performs his leela in the material world. Yes. We're ending on Zoom. So thank you very much for joining. Dhanwad Pranam.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Very grateful. Danvat Pranam. Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Dandavad
Hare
Pranam,
Krishna.
Prabhuji.